Hey guys, real quick before we get into the episode, don't forget to
like us on Facebook at facebook.com/HellaAverageGaming. Follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/HellaAverageGaming, average spelled AVG. Subscribe to us on YouTube.
Follow us on SoundCloud at soundcloud.com/HellaAverageGaming. Listen to us on Stitcher, check us out on iTunes, and make sure to listen to us on Google Play.
And with all that said and done, let's get to it.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to episode 73 of the Hella Average Games Cast. We are all together this weekend, hanging out. We're in the nerd headquarters. Jeremy's, he's got a mean-ass setup. I think I posted pictures one. But we're here to play...
Are we here to play video games?
We were here to play some video games. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. We're going to talk about video games. It's going to be the only fucking productive thing we did the whole time. So, as usual,
about that.
How you fellas doing?
I'm so tired of looking at you motherfuckers. Get out of my house. You've been doing nothing but eating my food, farting in my chairs, keep me up to all hours of the night.
Jeremy, you
Bad
needed a whole
influences.
chicken tender tray yesterday, bruh. Like, you have food for days just off that cookout trip.
Oh, man. I got chicken for days.
So, yeah, we got together yesterday. We played video games all day. We've been hanging out. So we decided to go ahead and record the podcast together. We've got some news to talk about. I know for a fact we've all been playing video games.
Damn, son.
So let's get right into it. Who wants to kick it off?
I'm pretty sure we've all been on the same wave. We've all been playing Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
I'm a good 97% done with the main playthrough, and then I've kicked off New Game Plus, and I've played maybe 20-30 minutes, and you're super OP, so that's really fun. And then I'm going to get the DLC tonight when I get home.
Very nice. Very nice. Jeremy, we were playing a little bit earlier. How you liking it?
I'm loving it. But I'm only about 30% of the way through, maybe 35.
Yeah, I didn't realize
Right.
you were that far behind us when I was suggesting a playthrough.
Well, like, Spider-Man has been the only game I've been playing, because I've also been playing a little bit of Dark Souls Remastered,
Right.
A little Hat in Time, and I just downloaded Castlevania Symphony of the Night and Rondo of Blood. I was playing some Symphony of the Night. So I've been kind of spreading my time in between them.
Yes.
Nice.
But, man, Spider-Man's... It's good shit.
Best
man.
Spider-Man ever made, right?
Oh, dude, yeah. Fuck yeah.
So what I'm doing is I'm planning on finishing up Spider-Man tonight. I beat the game. I'm going to try to get the platinum tonight. It's probably going to be about 3 hours worth of work. And then we're going to get Red Dead. Payday.
Yes, sir. You're actually going to net you a platinum.
Yep, and we'll get a platinum
Ooh.
for the year. It is one of the easiest games apparently, but it's still a good 25 hours worth of work. So hey, I'll take it.
Have you given up on Platinum Guacamelee?
I haven't thought about it. I don't think I'm going to have time to go back this year.
Mm,
I mean, we got to start thinking about Game of the Year discussions.
that's true.
and
I've already got my list going.
I think we got to play as much as possible. I want to get
For
my
sure.
hands on Soul Calibur at least to play it.
It's true. That would
See
be
what
nice.
happens.
Yeah, I just don't think it's a good game to pick up right now. Like,
No,
with
no.
everything out, I
No.
think it's a game Jeremy might be able to pick up if he beats Spider-Man pretty quickly.
Probably not.
But I don't think between me and you we'll end up getting to Soul
Yeah,
Calibur 6 this year.
When you mentioned picking up, I'm the most likely one to pick it up. But even then, I'm not a big fan of getting fighting games day one, especially these ones where it has DLC characters already announced. Like Fighter Z being the exception because it's just,
Because
Right.
Dragon Ball.
Right.
exactly,
Dragon Ball Z,
because
yeah.
Dragon Ball. But like I look at it like I look at Injustice. I'm like, I know there's going to be DLC characters. I know there's going to be cheaper bundles. But
Yeah, you'll
damn.
get a cheaper bundle with all the characters
Yes.
in 6 months.
Plus, damn.
Also, I mean, we got Black Friday coming up.
See, that's something. If it goes on Black Friday sale for a good price, I'll probably pick that shit
I can
up.
see it for $40, $39.99. So
Yeah, 'cause
$39.99.
last year I picked up like Injustice 2 for like $20. And that came out that year.
We also got Cyber Monday, which is, I mean, I like that more. I
Mhm.
don't like dealing with the crowds. So.
Yeah. If I get that thing down to maybe $30, I'd pick it up easy.
There's a couple we could pick up that we missed, or kind of not really missed, maybe skipped over, looked over.
Yeah.
That I might look into. Soul Calibur being one. That's probably the big one I can think of off the top of my head.
I'm just going for all digital sales. I won't go for anything physical.
I'm going for all physical sales. Unless it's a really
I'm
good
not
digital
going. I'm
sale.
not going out on Black Friday.
I've seen people trampled for TVs, like
Yes.
old people getting trampled. I'm like, what the fuck?
Seriously, good God, people.
Nothing is worth. Your life ain't worth $300.
It's not. Yeah, it's not
You're
worth
not
it.
saving that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not worth it to save $100 on last year's model TV, which is
Right.
now out of date.
Right. I mean, I like watching online, like seeing all the stuff. I just don't want to be there.
Yeah, it is kind of nice to sit there in your own home. You're all relaxed and chill in your fucking warm house. You see all these idiots out there standing out in the cold, trying to stampede into fucking Walmart so they can get that one copy of Hello Kitty Island Adventure for $10.99.
Oh yeah, whatever the hot new kids toy is.
Yeah.
Like,
for Christmas.
yeah, they'll be fucking snatching.
What
them
was the
bitches
last
up.
big one? Hatchimals was
Hatchimals was big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
big one, and I think that was the last huge one.
It
Wasn't
used to be those little rubber toys. They were like
Oh.
they would be cupcakes. And,
Oh, never mind. I don't know that
I
one.
don't know.
Yeah, they like have faces. It's like a cupcake with
What?
a face on it.
Oh shit!
Never heard of that.
I saw a grown ass man. He was like, "I'm looking for this set because like I'm collecting them."
Wow.
He was like in his 40s.
For rubber cupcakes.
I don't remember what the toy was, but like some of them were worth a lot of money. It was like some of like the rare
Jesus.
Hot Wheels.
Jesus.
It's like maybe the California raisins for a hard time frame.
Yeah.
But we played a lot yesterday. We played some Bomberman and we played some fun games yesterday together.
We did.
Bomberman was fun. We did a Aladdin run through on the Super Nintendo.
I was smoking shit yesterday.
Yeah,
Oh,
Jeremy
man.
did a fantastic Aladdin run through.
Yeah, 30 minutes.
We did a few best of 5 tournaments while we were just sitting here trying to challenge each other a little bit. We did Tetris Attack and
Kirby's Dream Course.
Mario Kart. And,
Those were the most intense.
Yeah, they
Whew,
were
man,
intense.
that was some clutch action gameplay right there.
It was. We all came out with a win. I think Jeremy won Kirby's.
Kirby,
Carmen won Tetris.
and then you
I won Mario Kart.
Yeah,
Yep.
And then Carmen won a nice little Tekken tournament.
I won. I think I pretty much dominated Bomberman.
Jeremy definitely dominated in
I'm
Bomberman.
gonna practice.
So
the
the reason
next
we
time.
did all this, and let's go ahead and I guess we should get into it. Is,
Good segue.
Yeah,
we all got together because we do select start. We get together, we do let's plays of retro games. We try to get some newer games in there. So we planned on getting it together this week, doing a bunch of content. We got about 3 months worth of content in, and we found out the videos didn't render. They were skipping, and we had started at 8. It was 7 o'clock in that evening at this point.
11 hours.
So we tried it again, and we don't have the equipment we need. So
Yeah, we've pieced it together too many times to do it that way for a long period of time. We can't
Mhm.
keep it up.
yeah.
Recording the video on one program, recording the audio on another, splicing them together.
It takes a lot of
It takes a lot of time. We lost files from the last season. We don't know where they went. We don't care. They just disappeared. They're just gone. They were either on a hard drive that got misplaced, or they didn't get saved properly.
Yeah.
So like we're tired of piecing it together, and we're tired of presenting a mediocre product when we know that we have the capabilities of doing something better. And we saw that yesterday when we cranked out 3 months worth of content. And we didn't feel burnt out. We didn't have any... Like, our energy was up. We were amped. We were having fun. And then when you start to go back and you're like, all right, well, let's go edit a few of the clips to see what happened. And then they're just skipping, or the audio's not there, and the video can't keep up. It's just time for us to upgrade our equipment.
That's exactly what we're going to do. And, and kind of playing off what you said, Carmen, we want to keep consistently putting out a better product. And we definitely move forward with the podcast, and we're starting to add, sound bites here and there. And we want to do the same with Select Start as far as not having to record it on a different program where the audio is not, the quality it needs to be.
Yep.
And then putting it together. I mean, there's sync issues still. There's levels. You can never get it equalized right. So what we're going to do is we are going to build a PC that's going to be capable of handling all the rendering. It's going to be basically a gaming PC.
Yeah, low-end gaming PC. Our budget's not that high. We're looking at spending less than $1,000 total. We're going to do it ourselves. We would definitely cater any donations.
Patreon donations, but we're not asking.
But we don't need it.
Yeah.
If you would like to hit us on our PayPals, we'll gladly take the donation. We'll shout you out on the podcast, but we do not need any financial backing.
Exactly. So we're going to do this to get back on track. So we're probably going to be off on Select Starts for a couple months.
Yeah, we'll probably be back in April.
Yep.
But when we come back, we'll be leaner, meaner.
Yep.
We'll be able to get those episodes out faster.
We'll come back with season. We got 2 seasons up now. We're going to put in YouTube. We're going to go ahead and get those in a folder. We'll split them up in season 1 and 2, and then
Some
we'll
playlists.
split season 3 to you next time.
Yeah.
That's just some little housekeeping stuff we had to get out of the way. We tried. We had 3 months worth of content, and then we lost it all. So
Yeah, and it just totally deflated us. Like,
Oh, yeah.
we went from smiles and happiness and jokes to like, start the fucking game.
yeah,
Let's play 3 episodes. Let's stop the recording at 10 minutes. Episodes are usually 15. And then we had like 3 or 4 go through fine. And then Jeremy went back to redo his Aladdin run. And all you could see was Aladdin's head.
Yeah.
And like the sky. And
Oh,
that's
it's
no
terrible.
fun with us going. So like, come on. We gotta do better for you. And we want to do better for ourselves. And we know now that in a day we could crank you out 4 months of content.
Oh, yeah.
easy.
And then we could get back together in 2 months and crank out another 4 months. And just load the year down with it. We'll come back heavy with Select Start.
We're going to bring. We're actually going to use some of this downtime to get the website up, and we're going to add some more production to the actual podcast. I think.
Yeah, we've already talked about maybe recording sound bites today. Since we're all together, we can come up with different things we want to say, and then we can start messing with those audio files and making the podcast really shine. And
Jeremy's got some sick artwork coming down the pipe,
Oh, yeah.
so that's pretty cool.
yeah, we can beef that up in the 4 months.
Yeah. So we got a lot of stuff coming. We just want to tell you what's going on. You know, if you skip right through this, that's fine. I mean, we're going to get to the good stuff now, but we just want to let you know what's going on.
And we appreciate all your support. The listens on the podcast have been phenomenal.
Yeah.
Every time we look in the past 7 days, it's upwards of 100. I think it was 137 when I checked this morning. The last episode got 73 plays.
Ooh.
The last I looked, and that's only been up for a week.
About a week. Yeah.
About a week now. Not even 6 days because we didn't get it up on time.
Yeah.
And
So we're definitely jumping up.
Yep, and we're super thankful for all of that. If you can share us with your friends, I know that we have a little soundbite at the beginning where we talk about all our social media, but if you can continue to support us there, we would greatly appreciate that. And I think it's time we get on to gaming.
Let's
and
get
off
it.
this
They've
heavy
heard
shit.
enough sob stories. Let's go.
Thank you.
All right. So we got some news to talk about. So it's time for some
News.
We're going to kick it off with some Red Dead 2 discussion. There's a little game out by a little tiny studio called Rockstar.
Yeah, they're miniature.
Red Dead Redemption 2 dropped Friday. They're calling it basically a game of generation, I guess.
The scores are crazy.
Crazy across the board. A 65-hour just main campaign.
Seen a lot of 1s and 0s on that.
Yeah,
Of course,
a
they're
lot
right
of 1s
beside
and
each other to make
yes.
it 10, but still.
Yes, exactly. This game looks fun. We haven't got it yet, so we can't speak to the actual gameplay and all that, the story. But judging on what everybody's saying, the buzz behind it, watching videos on Twitch and playthroughs, game looks fucking fantastic.
It looks insane.
It looks okay.
So, Jeremy, I do have to ask, will this game spark on your radar for possible overall game of the year? Not on your list, but as an overall game of the year.
It's not my game of the year, but I think it will be game of the year. Plain and simple. I can acknowledge that.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. I want to know how you would acknowledge that game.
I had God of War pegged, but no, this is going to be game of the year, hands
Fantastic.
down.
Yeah,
I have no doubt. I'll be surprised if it's not game of the year.
Yep. I think the top 3, honestly, are all going to, which is crazy, and you know, I know we're big PlayStation fans here, so 2 of the top 3 I think are Sony exclusives, but
Spider-Man and God of War.
Spider-Man and God of War, but
Yeah.
I think it goes Red Dead,
God of War,
Spider-Man.
I can see that. Yeah.
I'll be able to tell more when we go through the playthrough.
Yep.
When I get to get my hands on it.
Another side note, because that made me think about it, it's not. I know we talked shit about Mighty Number 9 a lot. We played Mighty Number 9 yesterday.
Damn, dude.
And it's like, it's not bad.
So it's not
the story's
as
bad.
bad.
Story's bad.
Like
voice acting's
people,
bad.
yeah, like people talk shit about it, right?
Yeah.
And like we played it, we're like, okay, it plays okay. Like the mechanics are solid. It's not janky.
Mechanics are solid. As stage design shit.
So
I think I might download it and play it and finish it.
I deleted it.
I know Jeremy
immediately.
deleted it, but
God,
I think I
hate
might
it.
go back through and play it.
I think I hate it more than anyone else back here. I mean, like I said, I hated that damn water stage we were in.
Yep.
The I didn't even do the construction site one. It didn't look fun. The only one that was remotely fun was the assassin dude, the sniper.
Yep.
And I was at first until I realized, oh, we're just going in fucking circles. And I was like, no, now I'm hating it. This is too stupid, too long. Steve Bloom was fantastic as him.
Well, yeah, he's a good voice actor.
God damn, I love
Yeah.
Steve Bloom. But
I kind of just want to go back and amend my previous comments. I know how much I dogged it. It's not as bad as I originally
it's
said.
a 4 out of 10. It's as bad as
I give it a
But
5.
before that, we were giving it like a 1.
Yeah.
I thought you guys were giving it higher. Oh yeah, before we
I
started
don't know,
playing,
I think
we were
we
going
Yeah,
dogged it.
before we were playing it, we dogged the shit
When
out of
we
it.
first started playing, I was like, it's a 5 out of 10. It's right down the road. And then afterwards, it's like, nah, it's a 4. It's lacking. It's below average.
Yeah. So Jeremy hated it.
I hate it. I fucking hate it.
But yeah, that's just a little tangent because I was thinking about that. I know we dogged it.
Yeah, we dogged the shit out of that game.
back in the
so.
day.
Honestly,
if you don't want a good, robust story and you just want some solid gameplay, it can deliver that.
I'm actually kind of glad we lost those episodes because most of it was just sitting there in silence, just like, oh god, what do I even say?
But yeah, let's get back to Red Dead. A little soapbox tangent we had there. But like I was watching some Twitch live play, and they were like, you can fish with dynamite. I mean, a guy walked into a saloon, took
Guy walks into a bar.
2 shots of whiskey, and just starts a bar fight.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, just like the little nuances, like
You either hit up the saloon when dude is there before
Yeah.
he leaves town, or you miss
Yeah,
the
I mean,
train.
that's kind of cool. Like if it's like, oh, these guys are robbing the bank, they're not going to be there for 14 hours while you're doing the side mission.
Exactly.
They're going to get the money and go.
100 and 5 gigs.
99 gigs for the install out the gate, and then I'm sure there's a day 1 patch.
Yeah, leave that bitch on overnight.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Put that bitch on pause. Not
Jeremy
pause.
would have to start that download last week.
Well, actually, my internet's pretty good downstairs. Upstairs, it's shit. I don't
Okay.
know why.
Yeah, do it downstairs. We're good to go.
But Jeremy's not doing it, so.
Oh, exactly.
That's right. He's got to play Castlevania and such. All right, we're going to talk about some Soul Calibur. We mentioned just a little bit earlier about it, but if you've ever played Nier Automata,
Me.
which was my number 2 game of the year
I think
last
it
year,
was. Yeah.
fantastic game, nice world. Just get into some weird funky ass shit.
It was my number 3 or 4.
It was your 3, I think.
Yeah.
Or no, you might be 4.
Might be
Anyway,
4.
2B, who's like a cyborg, the main character, Android, is going to be coming to Soul Calibur, and she fits perfect with the aesthetic. I feel like
She really does.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
she like basically has like a floating sword.
Floating swords, a little helper bot,
Yeah,
and an ass that won't quit.
Yes, Jeremy loves that ass.
Oof.
But
She thick.
she's coming to Soul Calibur, not Jump Force, excuse me. And now that Soul Calibur is out, and we're seeing some reviews and some gameplay of that as well, they're saying it's a return to form for Soul Calibur, maybe the best entry. And the character creator's back, so I want to talk about
with
it
a vengeance.
It looks like you can fucking go insane on this character creator.
Dude, like I have personally seen Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Goofy, Shrek, Sora, Luffy, Guts,
Kirby.
Kirby's
Kirby,
hella scary.
Nightmare
scary.
Kirby, Nightmare Pikachu.
Yep. I've seen Ronald McDonald.
Bob Ross.
Bob Ross. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
The Bob Ross is sick.
Happy little tree.
I mean, it feels like, and I haven't obviously got my hands on it yet, but it looks like, I mean, if you think about it, you can make it fucking
I know.
happen.
I've seen a couple YouTubers who made characters who look just like them.
That's insane.
Like I tried to do that in past games and it looks similar. But no, these were like almost spot on. I mean, obviously a little bit more muscular.
Sure.
But
Yeah,
like
they
the
make them all
facial
jacked.
hair, the hair options, just damn son.
I just wonder how many options, like how do they have this whole array of shit?
I know. That's why I gotta get in there and find out.
Like if I want to make MC Hammer, can I make
You
MC
probably
Hammer?
make MC Hammer. Give him hammer.
They have
pants.
Hammer Pants?
Dun-dun-dun.
You're up. You got to make MC Hammer
All right, that's
whenever
what
you
we'll
get
do.
the game.
That's gonna be my first character, MC Hammer.
Yeah.
I wonder what his playstyle is going to be. Would it be like Valdo?
Maybe Maxie because he's all.
Oh, yeah.
Valdo might be good. He does a little like.
Valdo
does a
would be
little-
good.
He does a
Dude,
little.
make Michael Jackson with Valdo style.
Oh shit!
Get that little moonwalk going. Yeah.
I'm sure somebody's done it.
All right, so yeah, but let's talk about the gameplay. So it looks like they have 2 story modes in it.
Mm-hmm.
One is kind of a normal like playthrough to
Yeah,
fight,
arcade-ish mode with
Yeah.
like little cutscenes and stuff.
and the other one's apparently more in depth.
a little more RPG-ish.
Yeah, it got a lot more RPG elements to it.
Similar to the one from 3 where I think you could like move. Well, on 3, I think you moved around on a map. It was really cool. You could level up your stats and
Yep.
shit. You can still do that here, but I don't know if there's a map. I heard like the cutscenes are just really just text.
Oh, okay.
I heard that was kind of a disappointment, but they said the RPG elements were deep enough, which is pretty sweet.
Good. I like the fact that they did. They cater to both people. If you like a little bit more
you get
RPG,
you get like new weapons you can equip. I think you get some armor. That's sweet. I love when fighting games do that.
yeah. I mean, it appeals to the people who love the RPG.
I did a lot of that in Soul Calibur 3.
So I think this game's definitely going to be fantastic. That's why I'm kind of excited and really want to get my hands on it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm the same way with almost every fighting game. I get a good, 2 months maybe out of it, then I kind of drop off. So
yeah, I'm about the same way. I'll go back to it every now and then, but
yeah,
they don't hold my attention nearly as much as like an RPG or single player game.
no, not at all.
Soul Calibur's an easy game to get back
Yeah.
into as well.
Those are definitely games best played with friends.
Oh, I agree. Yeah. I mean, I think most fighting games are.
I mean, I love Fighter Z, but it's way more fun to fight you guys than to fight
absolutely.
the computer over and over again.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it did feel badass when I was playing like the story and I could just wreck them.
Yeah, but you get tired of using the same characters over and
Yeah.
over again, fighting the same,
The same style every time.
Exactly.
I mean, you can open up with the same move all day against the computer. They don't
Exactly.
give a fuck.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, we're definitely interested in keeping our eye on that. But I think if you're any kind of fighting game fan and you got a few bucks to spare, I think this would be a fantastic pickup. It's getting good reviews. I've seen a few matches. It looks great. They've got a good character. Basically run the gambit from the normal Soul Calibur characters. They're bringing in third party characters. I mean, seems like a deep roster.
They're doing
And
the
a
damn
fun
thing.
roster.
Yeah.
So we got that. So go check it out if you want a good fighting game. I think we can recommend it, even though we haven't played it yet. We can give it a pending recommendation.
Yeah.
So we talked about the PSN name changes last week, I think.
Yeah.
We're all very excited for it still. I mean, a lot of people have been asking for it. But as of right now, there could be some issues with it. They're running this test with the closed group they're running the name change test with. But it may cause issues with certain games. I mean, you can log in, it won't show up. You might can lose. Sometimes they're claiming you can lose some DLC, some save files, trophies.
Yeah.
So apparently everything's not syncing for whatever reason. There's an issue.
Oh, for sure. And I think like with games like Destiny, where your save isn't on your PlayStation and it's in their cloud, I can see that being an issue. But then this is something that Sony has to work out. They need to work out the kinks in this because if I lose my purchases, you're gonna just lose me as a customer at this point. I'll buy an Xbox just to spite them and never play it again.
I really think this is something they need to iron out before they roll it out.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Which they're doing smart. They didn't roll it out with the bugs. They're doing this closed test.
Yeah.
But that's a big thing. Like, 'cause,
Yeah.
I mean, if you like us, we buy digital purchases.
Ooh.
If you lose your licenses to those for changing your name,
even I buy physical, but I buy DLC.
yeah,
If I lose like the old Hunters DLC or my fucking Fighter Z characters, I'll be pissed.
right.
It'll have
You
second
spend
guessing.
money on that.
It will have you second guessing why you continue to use it,
Yes.
Absolutely.
even if they are bringing the heat.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that they'll have it worked out. I mean, this is something that obviously the fans have asked for, so I think they're listening.
Yeah.
I think they need more time,
Of course.
and it could cause an issue for them. It's like you said, some people will lose their taste for Sony and could leave as a customer.
I would lose my shit if I lost my digital library.
Oh, dude. I remember one time I turned on my system and like one of my DLC games was locked. I could not figure it out. I can't remember how I fixed it, but it was like some sign-in issue or something. But
Wow.
I thought I was fucked. I was like, I paid $30 for that. Bullshit. I was getting pissed.
You had that issue with Mortal Kombat, didn't you?
No, I thought I lost my DLC on it.
Okay.
There was a game I couldn't even like. Oh, I remember what it was. I think it was one of the free games the free PS Plus games,
Yep.
and I think my internet was down, and it wouldn't let me play it unless I like logged in or something.
Or it'll hit you with that message like, in 10 minutes we'll be closing this application because we can't verify that you own it.
I didn't get that, but it was something similar, and I found out it was because your internet was down. It has to be connected. I didn't like sign in or something.
There's a lot of games we had to be connected now.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
yeah.
But yeah, so I think that it'll be something that will happen still. It's just nobody wants these issues. I don't want to lose any purchases. I don't want to lose my save data for sure.
And you sure as hell ain't going to want to lose your platinum. on
You're
the
right.
game.
God no.
My second platinum ever
That's work,
that
man.
I'll get by the next time we talk. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on that and bring the updates when we get them. So let's keep it rocking and rolling. We've got some news for Jump Force.
Jump Force.
The other fighting game we're super fucking stoked for. They added Kenshin and Kenshiro from Fist of the North Star, excuse me.
And Rio
from the
City Hunter.
Never watched it.
I've never even heard of City Hunter. I looked it up though. It was one of their older manga series, I think from the 80s. I know a lot about Fist of the North Star. Love Fist of the North Star. Kenshiro's OP as fuck.
Right.
He was in Jump. He was in Victory versus Jump and all that
Yep.
stuff.
Yep. He's a cool character.
Rio, his power is he has a gun.
So just like a normal fighter with a gun.
I watched some gameplay of him. He's got like a handgun. He's got like a rocket launcher. He's got various guns.
Very cool.
He like slams into his opponents with his car. He almost Smash Brothers like in his comedic stuff.
Okay.
He's probably a very comedic character.
I can get down with that.
You know, I get down with him. I just I tend to go for the ones I know more about.
Right.
And Kentro is just he's doing his watata, his 100 feet crash, and just exploding dudes' faces, ripping off his shirt.
Kentro fights with like pressure points, right?
Yeah, he hits pressure points, and then you're already dead, and your head explodes.
Nice.
Crazy.
He's fucking insane.
Crazy. We also got a hard release date, which we thought we had one. Maybe we were just saying 2019. I don't remember.
I heard it was February 2019, but maybe they gave an actual date.
February 15th. So you can go get your love on and then go get you some Jump Force the next day.
I know I've been waiting for review scores. I'm more and more tempted to just probably get it day one. I'm still gonna wait, but I'm not gonna pre-order.
I'm not pre-ordering.
No,
it's not a day one purchase for me.
It might be if it gets good enough reviews.
I do want to wait for the reviews.
Yeah,
this is a game that could just be terrible.
Yeah. I'm my biggest fear is gonna be like Versus Plus,
exactly.
which was
bad
okay. Bad controls, great idea, but
I love the look of it. It looks like it's going to be fantastic, but we just got to see how it plays.
I mean, I've heard good things about the beta, so that's got me feeling good.
Good.
But I need a little more characters too. Characters we got are great, but we need Versus had more characters than this so far.
And they'll announce more characters.
I'm sure they will. They got months. They got 4 months.
I mean, you got to think Smash drops in like a month and a half, and they're still announcing characters.
Mm-hmm.
Have we talked about that leak for Smash?
We don't. We can talk about it now. There was a leak. I guess it came out sometime middle of the week, maybe late in the week, and it came from 4chan, which is where all the leaks come from, I guess. But apparently, some French company, I think it was,
they advertised for.
They advertised for entertainment companies. They had a cutout or a big poster, and there were silhouettes of characters they haven't released yet. So obviously this isn't confirmed, but there was
shit.
Yeah, what all did we see? We
saw Cosmos from Xenosaga.
Yep.
We saw Gino from Super Mario RPG, Mach Rider from Mach Rider, Chorus Kid from some rhythm game I never heard of, Ken from Street Fighter, and I think I might have seen Bigfoot, the Loch Ness Monster, Dracula.
Yo, that
the Final Fantasy VII remake was in there somewhere.
I want to know what
Diablo 4. I'm pretty sure was in there.
All right,
also,
here's the full list: Banjo-Kazooie.
Oh yeah, Banjo. Yes.
Gino.
Yep.
Chorus Kids.
Yes.
Isaac.
Oh, Isaac from Golden Sun.
Yep.
Yes.
Mach Rider. Shadow. The Hedgehog.
Oh, Shadow the Hedgehog.
And then Ken.
What's that? Oh, and then Cosmos also, which I thought it was be impossible, but until I realized that Bandai Namco is making the game, and Bandai Namco made Xenosaga. Still stupid though, since they've only been on PS2. She's never been on any Nintendo console, but not impossible for it to be in there.
No, they're gonna just fill out that roster, and still no Waluigi.
Still no fucking Waluigi.
And apparently, it also leaked how many stages were going to be in Smash. 103.
Damn. Son.
Well, every stage from every game is going to be in the game,
right?
Yeah, but it's 80-some characters.
I forget what it is.
80-some characters, and almost all of them are either Pokemon or Fire Emblem. So
I want to know how they're going to do.
There's more stages
the
than characters.
I wonder if they're going to group them into what series they came from, or because having 80 or 90 characters on one screen is going to look insane.
It would be easier to do game. So have all your Fire Emblem characters, all your Pokemon characters, all your Mario characters. It'd be weird to have Mario over here, Luigi down here. Oh, there's Peach. Oh, there's Daisy.
But don't put it past Nintendo to do something as stupid
as
that.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, every other Smash has just been random ass.
Yeah, but it hasn't been this robust.
You're right.
That's true. That's gonna be interesting if you try and play it on the Switch. Have 80 characters on that little screen. Try and see which one's which.
I mean, it would have to be an entire full screen menu.
I would think maybe it's you can swipe it. It's 20 characters on one screen, swipe it. 20 characters on another, swipe it. Something like that.
They could change it to where, how in most Smash, they just have a picture and you hover over the icon. Maybe you have just a name list and you go down and that pulls up the character on the right hand or something like that.
Oh, I would hate that. Rolodex.
That's kind
of
lame.
A Rolodex, yeah.
It's kind of lame.
That would suck.
It's a weird nitpick for me, but character select screens are kind of what make a fighting game sometimes.
Right.
It was just a bland screen of here's names, pick your character. I'm like, ugh.
You feel like you're playing Dance Dance Revolution.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
I
I want to see the character's portrait. I want to have them there. I want like their actual character to pop up. And you select them, they're like, yeah, let's fight.
Okay. Well, I'm not thinking like you just have a list and you pick it. Like when you go down and when you hover over it or select it, they'll be there.
That's just cooler to have the picture of
like
them
they're
there.
moving.
I would prefer them to categorize it into blocks as to where they lived, and if like in the situation where you only have like one character from one game, you obviously don't give them a block.
Right.
So then you have to group all those into like the
Yeah.
extras. But like you could have
Others.
all your
like
your Mario characters,
your
like
Mach Rider, your Rob the Robot, your Banjo-Kazooie.
your fucking cheap ass fucking Power Ranger looking motherfuckers that are going to be in. Oh, that's Jump Force.
That's Jump Force.
Same difference, but even still, in that situation, even if you have those two little scrubs in there, like you could do that and just put them all in the miscellaneous category, and then shout out the game they're from.
Snake is just a cardboard box on this picture.
That'd be fun.
That would
hilarious.
be fucking hilarious. If they don't do that, then they've really.
And then
dropped
like
the
you
ball.
pick him, and he like throws the cardboard box up. He's like, "Ha, gotcha, bitch."
The fucking exclamation point pops up.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
Oh man. So yeah, I'm really still excited about that. But that leak, so take it with a grain of salt. I mean, I don't know.
And whoever took that picture, please get a new flip phone.
Jesus, tap dancing Christ.
Yeah. So we'll see. I mean, but apparently it's one of those where they call it they've been right before leaks or something. You know what I mean? So let's keep it rocking. We talked about everybody knows the big craze for battle royales, but obviously Call of Duty Blackout launched fairly good praise. I mean, it's
Blackout?
definitely fun. Blackout? What did I say?
Blackout? You said Blackout.
It's
Blackout.
the mode is called Blackout.
Blackout.
Oh, I thought you meant to say Black Ops.
Yeah, it was Black
Blops.
Ops Blackout mode.
Blops.
It looks, I mean, basically they just chained a lot of their old maps together, make one giant battle royale mode.
It looks just like PUBG.
Looks like it, but it's got like the Call of Duty mechanics. Looks fun, right? Got some good praise. Well, Battlefield's trying their hand at battle royale, but it's not going to launch with the game. They're going to hold it back and release it 2019.
Chasing that trend, boy.
They're gonna miss the fucking. They're gonna miss the train.
Yeah,
This game's gonna fall on deaf ears.
Oh yeah.
I have a feeling that this game's going to not make it past the hardcore Battlefielders.
Nope. They've lost so much goodwill before this, and now they're just trying to like catch up. In my opinion.
This is it for them.
Yeah.
I
This
still
is
don't think
it
this
for
is
Battlefield.
it for them.
No, they'll put out games, but they'll be mediocre as fuck. Like this game is gonna flop.
But like, you mean like this might be like the last Battlefield?
This will be the last. This will be the last decent installment that they go for, in my opinion.
So you think like the future will be like spin-offs, like Battlefield?
No, I think they'll make Battlefield 6, but I think it will fall on deaf ears like this battle royale mode.
Gotcha.
So, I mean, obviously Battlefield 4 was released to pretty high praise. Had a terrible, rough launch. For a year, it wasn't fixed, but it was good.
I just don't even know where you see this high praise for this game.
For what? 4?
Yeah.
Oh, it was fantastic. It beat out Call of Duty that year.
Is that Battlefield 1?
4.
I was saying I thought 1 was the one that came out.
It
last
goes
year.
Battlefield 4. Battlefield 4 was two games ago. Then Battlefield 1, now Battlefield 5.
Okay,
Oh.
so then they've shit the bed since.
So,
Okay.
yeah, and I don't know. Battlefield 1
I thought you were talking
sold,
about
like-
Battlefield 1.
I think Battlefield 1 beat out Call of Duty 2.
I fucking highly. In what, sales? No way.
Yeah. I mean,
No fucking
I really
possible
think
way.
it
Well,
did.
didn't Battlefield 1 release the same year as Modern Warfare 2 or something, or it was, and that didn't get well received?
Yeah, the Modern
The
Warfare
one where they were in
2
space and shit?
No, that was Advanced Warfare.
Advanced Warfare.
Let's see here.
Even when Call of Duty's bad, it sells. It makes bank.
Which Call of Duty came out with it?
I don't know. You have your phone in your
Advanced
hand.
Warfare, I think. Advanced Warfare 2.
I think it was Advanced Warfare.
'Cause
We could be wrong here.
I remember that was like one of the most hated trailers for Advanced Warfare, where they were in space and shit. And the
Yeah,
Battlefield
had that,
1
like,
was the most
robot
liked.
dogs.
Robot dogs.
Robot Dogs.
Robo dog.
All right. So, just going off a quick Google search. Advanced Warfare came out in 2014. Infinite Warfare came out with,
Infinite, okay.
Okay.
I think. Either way, so Battlefield 1 sold 16 point something million copies, and Infinite Warfare sold 12 million. So it's definitely stood up against Call of Duty.
I'm sure the player base on that Call of Duty game is
Oh,
more
yeah,
than
it
on
probably
Battlefield
is.
1.
But also, I don't think that Battlefield So, like, look at me, like, being a Battlefield player. Like, I like Battlefield.
Yeah, except you're not a Battlefield player. You're a Battlefield buyer and a Battlefield
Yeah.
5-game player.
I was, but before that, I've got over 800 hours in Battlefield 4. I've got
and that's it.
800 hours in Battlefield Bad Company 2. Over.
And you haven't been hooked on one
And I haven't been hooked on one since.
And you
you
bought one and you didn't get into it.
You're right. One is the one that stopped. That's when it stopped for me.
And you're not the only one that has happened to.
Sure. And I mean, I know, like, we got friends that are hardcore Battlefield players that are going to get it.
This game will fall on deaf ears.
Which is sad. I mean, Battlefield has a good formula.
They do. But they have a bad publisher. In EA.
I used to, and it sucks because you got somebody like DICE who's fantastic. But when you team up with somebody money-hungry grubbing EA, it's pretty shitty.
It is.
But keep it out. I'll be interested to see because I think that Black Ops is going to smash this year's shooter genre. So,
without a doubt. I mean, the game looks good. If I had time to play Call of Duty, I would buy it. But I just don't have time with all the games out to want to even get into it.
I think I'm going to successfully skip this Call of Duty.
We will see. I like to believe that. I really would.
If you wait too long,
I don't get in. Yeah,
you won't get into it.
I bought World War II, right? And I mean, I played it 3
liked
weeks,
World War
a
II.
month maybe.
You played like 2 weeks and you sold it.
No, I still got it. It was digital, but
or still you didn't go back to it.
Cut it on maybe 2 times since I've got it. Since I stopped. So yeah, I mean, I think I lose my touch. I mean, I like shooters. I always like shooters, but I've been getting into these.
You've
Spider-Man,
been playing more
adventure
story-oriented
deeper.
games.
Yeah. I mean, Red Dead obviously is going to take up.
That's going to take you to the end of the year.
Yeah, easy.
I mean, it's probably like you growing up. I mean, when I was a kid, I played Mario, Mega Man, all your platformers. They were fun, but then when I discovered RPGs and how deep games could be, that's the ones I tend to go for now.
Right.
Longer experiences, more story driven. I mean, like I said, fighting games, shooting games are fun, but you just play them for a little bit and then you move on.
Yeah, and I've seen myself gravitating towards indies because you get some immersive experiences with these indie games. Fantastic experiences. And like there are some great indie games that I would back in the day. I remember when I owned my PlayStation 3, I never bought an indie game. Hardly ever bought indie games.
Yeah, I think the only ones I remember buying were like, was Flow an indie game?
Yeah,
Flow.
Yeah,
Child of Light. Well, that was an Ubisoft game.
I mean, I bought like Guacamelee towards the end.
I bought Guacamelee.
PlayStation 3. That's like my first foray into indie games.
Shovel Knight was my first time I really loved an indie game.
Shovel Knight, Guacamelee was my first real favorite. Like, holy fuck, indie game. Shovel Knight came along. Rocket League came along.
Nidhogg.
I'd
say Nidhogg was probably more your foray into indie games. I just don't know if you got Nidhogg before Guacamelee. I just don't remember.
It was after.
I don't remember you talking about Guacamelee as much as you talked about Nidhogg.
I was definitely it was Shovel Knight for me. I got Guacamelee. I enjoyed it, but I loved Shovel Knight.
Shovel Knight was fantastic.
Yeah, Shovel Knight was great.
Resogun?
Resogun's fun.
Resogun is literally on my top 3 list of games of all time.
Yeah.
Damn.
So I mean, you got these titles that. I mean, obviously, Rocket League started out as an indie title. It's not such anymore.
They're fucking just massive now.
You know, that's where you get some of your best experiences. I mean, AAA titles are good. Don't get me wrong. But
I still prefer AAA. It's just what I tend to gravitate towards. But that doesn't mean I can't enjoy some indies.
Because you're almost guaranteed a good experience.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Indies kind of. I see indie like a gamble.
With AAA titles, usually it's like this game. You know, people say if a shit ton of people say this game is good. Chances are you're going to play it and you think it's good, right?
I can see
High
that,
chance.
Yeah.
With indies, people can say, like, the one popping up in my head is Binding of Isaac Rebirth.
Yeah.
People talk fucking, like, this game's like God's gift to gaming. And I cut it on for like 20 minutes. I was like, oh, fuck this. And I found it happening more in indie games. I think they're more divisive.
I kind of get this mentality of like, it's like those people that watch like indie movies. Like, this is way better than Hollywood and stuff like that. And there's some good ones, don't get me wrong, but it kind of comes off like they're just being pretentious.
It can be.
You know, just like there's like, I love watching Zero Punctuation. You know, Yahtzee.
Right. Yeah.
He loves indie games. He hates AAAs. There's only a few AAAs he loves. He's fucking hilarious, but he comes off like a pretentious douche when he's talking about it. But I think that's also kind of what he's going for. But, you know, it's just, that's the way I see with a lot of these people. Like, oh, you like Call of Duty? Oh, I'm on to the Binding of Isaac.
Well,
blah,
that's
blah, blah.
the hipster people. Like
Exactly.
that.
I think that's kind of the problem is they see themselves. I'm not some Call of Duty. I'll see it all the time. You say, well, I didn't care for Binding of Isaac. Oh, I bet you just a COD playing 12-year-old frat. Eat your Mountain Dews, frat boy. I'm like,
eat your Mountain Dews.
eat your Mountain Dews. Yeah. But yeah, that's the kind of thing. They just, if you don't like what they like, oh, then you're just some kind of fucking, bourgeois, bougie motherfucker.
I got you.
Yeah. I'm like, fuck you. I like playing what I like to play. Go play your games about where you walk around and find out why your sister was gay. There you go. Enjoy it.
I mean, I like a wide range of types of games.
That's
I mean,
fantastic.
what started me in the gaming world was EverQuest.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I obviously had the Sega and stuff.
Yeah.
But
we know.
I played.
Yeah.
I played as a kid. I mean,
Yeah.
I was like, every kid plays some kind of video game.
That's true.
And then it was always there, but I wasn't like, oh, I can't wait to play this fucking video game. I did. I played a lot of games in between that time. I was just never like, it never clicked to me as like, this is what I like to do, I guess.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I met up with some friends who were playing EverQuest. They started explaining it to me. I was
Hooked.
like,
Yeah.
all right. I had a PC at the time. It wasn't hard to run EverQuest even back then. $10 a month. I convinced my grandparents to let me subscribe for it. Played EverQuest for 3-4 years.
You ain't never fuck up on your chores, did you?
No, fuck no.
Because you knew they cut that bitch off.
No, I think I played EverQuest for like 2 years. Then switched over to WoW.
Okay.
Played WoW into college along with PC gaming or console gaming.
That's what's up.
And so I went a lot. I've always loved the MMO genre. It's just a little, to me, it's a little stale now. It's not a whole lot there. Wow.
Wow, yeah, exactly.
I mean,
I played a lot of indie games as a kid, because I enjoyed going onto Newgrounds or Armor games and playing Flash games, which all of those are by indie developers. Sure. So I don't necessarily have a soft spot for them, but if your indie game brings AAA quality, then I'm likely going to play it.
Absolutely, and I don't have any qualms paying these small money for these games because these if you give me the content that I want, then.
And yeah, when an indie game goes free on PS Plus, I usually get it, even if I think it's gonna suck. And then I give it a try. There was one walking simulator thing. I can't remember what it was. It wasn't very good.
Well, I mean, I'm kind of the same way unless I know it's a genre. I hate walking sims.
Right.
So I'm never gonna even bother downloading it. It's not worth my time. But I like platformers. So if it's an indie platform, there was I think one called No More Heroes, not No More Heroes, but there was some indie game that was a PS Plus free thing.
Right.
I got it downloaded. I don't think I've even played it yet. It looked like an 8-bit platformer, and I was like, okay, I haven't played it yet, but I downloaded it.
But yeah,
maybe
you may fire it up and enjoy it.
Exactly.
And then if you don't, then no love lost. You just fucking delete it.
It was free. They take up almost no space on your hard drive.
Yeah.
And you
10
helped
megs.
them out too.
And what?
You helped out that developer by just downloading the game on PS Plus.
Exactly.
Same thing with Xbox. I mean, I know we talk a lot about play. We get biased sometimes. We got to try not to do that. But Xbox does the same thing. But I don't think Xbox is as indie heavy as
they used to be.
They used to be into it.
Really indie heavy.
But I feel like in my mind, I hear most about it. I feel like from Sony.
I think
and Nintendo. Obviously,
they're moving more towards Nintendo now.
Nintendo's the fucking.
I think it was Xbox with the 360, and then when the
Right.
PS4 rolled around, they started going there. And now that the Switch has come out, they're really going heavy on the Switch because they're made for on the go
Switch
stuff.
is Nintendo fucking. I mean, the Switch is an indie fucking machine.
I mean, think about it. When's the last time you bought an indie game for your PS4?
2 weeks ago.
What was that?
Guacamelee 2.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it might have been longer than that now.
I was going to
Like
say,
a month
but
ago.
the majority of indie games you're getting on your Switch.
Sure.
Dead
Yeah,
Cells.
I bought Dead Cells on there.
I'm surprised you didn't get Guacamelee on your Switch.
It wasn't out at the time.
If it was, you would have gotten it on the Switch,
Yeah,
wouldn't
I
you?
would have.
Yeah, so.
And I don't think Xbox is fostering this indie idea. I think because they're constantly sweeping up studios.
Yeah.
If you have a good idea and you're an indie studio, you're likely going to get picked up by Microsoft.
In my mind, though, Cuphead is an indie title.
It is.
It
absolutely is.
Until it dropped, and then
it
not
still
an
is.
Indie, I mean, it's
still
considered an indie title, but
It's considered an indie title, but it's backed by Microsoft and it's a AAA.
And in my personal opinion, I think
game.
MDHR is a AAA studio now.
Yeah. Now they are, but yeah. They were an indie
their
studio.
idea concept was an indie game.
Yes, that's how I look at it. It
I
was made as an indie game.
It's safe to say that Microsoft's best game of the
last year was
Cuphead.
Hands down.
Without a doubt.
I mean, the only game that really stands out to me that sells consoles was Cuphead.
Yeah, and then is it worth buying a console for a $30 game?
And that's up to people to make. I mean, yeah, Cuphead would be the game that I would want to get.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want an Xbox, but if I was one of those people who was, I don't know if I want a PS4 and Xbox, and I saw that, I'd be like, damn, that's a pretty ass looking game.
Yep.
Yeah, and if you're not doing too much research into the library of
Well, it depends if
exclusives-
you like the library.
Yeah.
You know, maybe you like Forza, maybe you like Halo and all that stuff.
I mean,
like Gears of War.
Xbox has a fantastic backlog of.
Their backwards compatibility, phenomenal.
It's great.
Yeah.
And they do it like their exclusives are top tier exclusive. Halo, Gears,
The few that they have.
Crackdown.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just we don't have them anymore, or they're running and getting ran into the dirt.
Yep.
So you need to breathe some life in there, which they're going to do. And I'm telling you, like it.
2019 is it's their chance.
It's going to be interesting. Very interesting.
Because
And
Sony shot a huge load this year.
they did,
And that's a lot to live up to, and it's a lot of disappointment can come.
and it's kind of what Nintendo did when they dropped, because they dropped a fucking Zelda game, a Mario game.
Yep.
They couldn't live back up to that. I thought they might could, but they didn't. I mean, they didn't drop enough this year.
They did decent, but
Yeah.
they came in a little hard, and
Sony's not going to drop this next. I mean, Sony's not going to.
Sony will not be this big next year.
I mean, they're not going to have God of War. They're not going to have
I don't know, man. I mean, I thought they were big in 2017. And they blew it out of the park in 2018.
Well, what do you have left? I mean, you got Last of Us 2. Is it coming out in 2019?
Got Last of Us 2 coming out.
Shadows of. I
Got
don't know,
Shenmue, I think, comes out. Oh, that's going to be Xbox also.
the samurai game.
Oh, Shadows of Tsushima?
Yeah.
Is that
Mr.
is that-
or something?
is that even coming out next year?
I don't know. I can't
Okay.
recall.
Ghost
I
of
just-
Tsushima.
Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghost
yeah.
of Tsushima.
But I just don't think they're going to hit this caliber of game.
I don't know if they got that many exclusives. There's a lot of great third-party stuff coming also.
Yeah, they won't hit this many exclusive home runs.
No chance.
That 1-2 punch of God of War and Spider-Man.
But then again, I don't know if Microsoft has the power to do it next year, because they just purchased these these studios. Just did. They got Ninja Theory, who does.
Yeah, but they haven't shown their they haven't shown
You're
all
right.
their cards.
We have no idea.
Yeah.
Like they can show up to E3 and literally
Drop
just
hammers.
like fucking nuke after nuke after nuke on every gaming company out and just say like, we're bringing this, and this, and we're giving you 2 in the first quarter, 1 in the second quarter, 3 in the third quarter, and 4 for holiday, and we won't know what to do.
That's a lot of money you just said.
Exactly. And they're spending it.
They are. I mean, it would be refreshing to say that Xbox One E3.
It would be nice to see somebody else do it.
Because people are going to argue either way. I mean,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Somebody's going to say, well, Sony.
It was a lot
because
closer this year.
Well,
They
sure.
gave us Dance Dance Revolution,
Yeah.
2K19.
Even Nintendo's
27.
been in the running lately.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't. As far as E3 goes, they're not going to win E3 because they do their
I mean,
press conference.
you think it's safe to
Exactly.
say for a long time it was Sony hands down won,
Sure.
Xbox brought up the rear, and then Nintendo didn't even try.
Sure.
Now it's just like,
Now it's like a
it's
race.
really hard to decide between
You
them.
want to see what everybody's bringing.
Yeah.
I mean, and Microsoft just shut the bed as far as Crackdown. It's just, I mean, we don't, at this point, I don't think we need
I
it.
don't even know if we can even talk about it anymore. As many times as we've said it, shit the bed. Like,
Right.
bring the game out and let's see what happens.
I mean,
Like,
Xbox
release it.
Xbox had their E3 last year was the best they've had in a long time.
And they focus, and I mean, sure, they showed their sizzle reel, right? Like, bam, look at this, look at this, look at this. Here's a fucking first-party exclusive. And there are a lot of indie titles, obviously. But
Yeah,
the
but
big
what happens
thing
when they turn that sizzle reel into all trailers and they say,
Mhm.
here's what's coming in 2019,
Right.
here's what's coming in early 2020, and the future will be huge.
Exactly. The studio that bought you Cuphead is bringing you, you
Yeah,
know,
bring-
Fuck Nation. And then the studio that brought you Hellblade is bringing you fucking, I don't know.
Yeah, they're gonna have to stunt at this next conference.
And then, you know, we'll see what Nintendo does. But Nintendo could set, I mean, they got to drop that Metroid soon. I want to see a new DK. I want to see a new Kirby game.
They just did a Kirby game.
Was it like a big one?
Yeah. It's Star Allies.
Is it? I don't even remember hearing
It wasn't
about
good, but it was released.
Okay, well.
Well then,
Yeah.
All right, then. Well, I definitely want to see
Yeah.
a DK game.
I mean, they did a remake or re-release of Tropical Freeze.
Tropical
They haven't done
Freeze,
a
yeah.
new one.
Yeah,
Yeah. They need to get that Metroid out.
sure.
Plain and simple.
Absolutely. A decent Star Fox, maybe?
That's Starlink.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, they need to get like an actual good.
Yeah.
Honestly, they could do with just re-releasing Star Fox Zero on the Switch, but give it regular controls, not that stupid Wii shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then people will buy that up.
Absolutely.
But yeah, work on a new Star Fox
Sure.
with new and not just a remake of Star Fox 64, which was a remake of Star Fox 1.
When you really talk about exclusive, Nintendo's king. I mean, there's no doubt about it. Nintendo
Sony's
has
catching
the
up.
exclusives.
Sony's catching up, though, boy.
They absolutely are. So it's a good time for gaming, especially when studios look towards the future, right? It kind of leaves us wanting now because we don't have a game now.
Yeah.
My Xbox collects dust, except for when I download an occasional game off Games Pass I want to fuck around with.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll see. Maybe there will be a game that'll make me want to play my Xbox. Maybe there'll be a game that makes you want to buy an Xbox, Jeremy.
I'd be interested to see if that's possible.
Maybe there's a game that makes Carmen want to get on the Xbox. Who knows?
Sorry, I have to handle this text message.
Go for it, bro. We're talking. You keep doing what you got to do. Let's talk about the Spider-Man DLC. We talked about it last week. It added trophies and a couple of suits, I think. But it's out right now, and I hear it's good. I haven't got it yet. Carmen's getting it tonight. I'll jump on it eventually. I hear it's pretty fucking cool. Add some heist. I think you're doing a heist with Black Cat.
Black Cat, I think.
Yeah. Which Black Cat's not one of my favorite characters.
No, she's a knockoff Catwoman.
Exactly.
See, I just saw an article that said she's not. So tell me why she's a knockoff Catwoman.
Black Cat, Catwoman. They both steal. They're both femme fatales.
I just don't know enough about either of their stories.
They both wear black. Yeah.
So, like, Selena Kyle's a regular person who was a burglar who uses, like, I guess, acrobat martial artists.
Just like Black Cat.
Black Cat is a regular person. What's her real name? I can't remember.
I thought it was Gwen Stacy at one point.
It might have been.
I could be wrong.
And I don't know a whole lot of the Spider-Man lore as well, but I
do think she does have like some kind of like cat sense or something.
Maybe.
Don't quote me on that, but she's Catwoman. She's Catwoman.
Maybe it's just the closest comparison you can make.
It is. I mean, they're both thieves who dress like cats.
Sure.
I mean, there you go. They're both females. They both dress sexily. They both sleep with the main hero of their respective title. I mean,
very true.
Only difference is Black Cat doesn't use a whip. She has like but she does have like
claws.
The hand claws.
Yeah.
So that'd be a good death battle.
Black Cat versus Catwoman?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cat fight.
That'd be good. I'm trying to think. Why? Like, did you read the article that said it wasn't?
I'm looking it up now.
Okay. I'd be interested to hear what they say.
Is it a Wash Mojo? Top 10 reasons Black Cat is not a knockoff of Catwoman. Number 7 will shock you.
This is Marvel. That was DC. Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Oh. She has white hair. Selena has black hair.
But I do think that it's getting good praise, so I'm excited. I really want to dive into Spider-Man. This game has like got claws in it.
I'm not gonna get the DLC right now. I'm gonna wait until see what it is first. Because the heist is actual story content. One of them sounds like it's just like a challenge mode or something.
Okay.
So I'll probably end up purchasing these separately. Unless they have like a good bundle deal like on a flash sale in the future.
$10 separately, I think they are.
Yeah, but I'm saying like if it's like, I think there's 4 DLCs?
Total?
Yeah.
There's 2 announced now, but I don't know how many they got in total.
But let's say there's 4 total.
Right.
Season pass is $30. You save $10.
Sure.
Let's say there's a sale, like a flash sale in the future where it's $20 for the DLC. Then I'd probably go ahead and get it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, the creator of Black Cat said he didn't even think of Catwoman when he created her.
Oh.
No.
And Catwoman didn't start wearing a cat suit until 10 years after Black Cat was created.
Really?
Almost a decade later.
Okay.
There's similarities there.
But I think
they're cat burglars,
The originality the well runs dry.
There's probably no plagiarism there, obviously, but
obviously Green Arrow and Hawkeye are in no way similar.
Right.
But
each franchise has their respective.
They got their knockoffs.
Batman and Iron Man.
Everyone knows they have knockoffs.
Billionaire playboys who use gadgets.
You can't look at me and say Thanos and Darkseid aren't
same thing.
Similar.
Yeah.
God damn it! I had a second ago.
Deadpool and Deathstroke.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Deadpool was made to make fun of Deathstroke.
Exactly. There's just, the creative well eventually runs dry on what you can do, like.
Or then it starts getting cheesy, like what you've got all.
What are you gonna make it? Dog Man,
fucking Shelf Man,
Shelf Man. What is this Tetris attack?
Exactly.
Fucking
Dropping
gone
shelves.
wild.
I just thought we were talking about Spider-Man. Do you remember the villain in the animated Spider-Man that could like throw holes and like teleport through them, like the black holes?
I think I do.
He was white. He had a white suit on, had black circles on him, and what he could do is he could like take them off and throw them on the ground.
I think
and, like,
I do
go
remember
through
that.
them. In the animated series.
I think it's gonna sound weird, but I think I know him more from there was a Spider-Man Captain America game I had on my grandpa's old computer, and it had a bunch of like really low tier Marvel villains like Machete.
Machete.
Yeah, and his power was he has Machete, Oddball, Boomerang, and I think that was one of them. Like some dude who had like holes.
You're talking about the Spot?
Spot.
The Spot. That's
That's
it. Yep. That's him.
Yeah, the picture's pretty cool.
Like that.
Yep, that's the one.
Go check it out. He's like black and white.
Oh, I remember him.
Yeah,
And like his whole thing
that's
was.
a cool power if you think about it.
Well, the black holes were actually like.
Portals.
But they were. I think they were like getting bigger. Like he couldn't control them.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
Spider-Man had to help
him.
or something. I can't remember exactly how it went.
Yeah.
Or he split himself too many times or something.
Maybe. Yeah. But that was. That one always stuck out in my head.
That would be a pretty cool. That would be a really good fight in this game. Have to fight that guy.
Yeah.
Who would win, the Spot or Blackbeard?
Probably Blackbeard.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
From One Piece. We need to. I'm ready for that. Like the One Piece open world game.
Oh,
Don't get your hopes
comes
up.
out next year.
Supposedly.
Mine's
Don't get your
tempered a
hopes
bit.
up.
Mine's tempered a bit.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I haven't heard a lot about it, so that's
You'll get a good open world Dragon Ball Z game before that game probably is a success.
What's wrong with One Piece, Carmen?
Nothing. One Piece is great, but this open world game's not going to be great.
We'll see. I don't have as high hopes as I'm excited as I was.
Oh, yeah.
When I first heard it, but we'll see.
Shelf it.
Nah.
I like Taco Bell. You guys like Taco Bell?
I do like Taco Bell. I do miss the volcano burrito though.
I don't like it as much
I
as
see that too.
some podcasters. Not you two. Another one we might talk about.
We were talking about Dan Reichert and getting married to Taco Bell. But Taco Bell's doing their famous giveaways again. This time they're giving a Taco Bell limited edition Xbox One X.
It's made out of tacos. Doesn't run games through well, but it's tasty.
The controller is actually a taco built with wires inside it.
What if instead of like this Xbox splash screen, it was like a play with like they merged the Xbox One logo with the Taco Bell?
That'd be sick.
What? Okay. What if they gave everyone a free Xbox One X, but it had a feature you couldn't turn off, where every time you press the button, it does the Taco Bell bong.
So
On
funny
every
you say
game.
that. Oh, on every game.
Every
So funny
game.
you say that. When you cut this Xbox One X on, it
does do
doesn't
the
do
bong?
the Microsoft.
It does the
jingle.
bong?
It does the bong.
I wouldn't get rid of that. That'd be awesome. I'm not gonna lie.
It also
would be
comes
sick.
with an Elite controller,
nice.
and it gets to you within 72 hours.
Nice.
Pretty good. And they're giving them away, what, every 10
I
minutes?
think it's every 10 minutes. Yep, every 10 minutes.
So go
And
buy your box.
You got to
Perfect.
buy the $5 box. You get like a fucking Doritos taco, a burrito, I think.
Probably some cinnamon twists.
Yeah, and a drink.
You get a fat stack of food.
$5, and you might get an Xbox.
Perfect time to pick up that grease-proof controller too. You're getting all that Taco
Yeah,
Bell.
why isn't that bundled with
Right.
this?
Seriously.
But they bundle an Elite controller with it, which is insane.
Damn.
Yeah, but give me that grease proof. Because do you know how fucking fucked up my hands will be eating Taco Bell?
Slipping off the triggers.
Exactly.
Oh.
I don't know if it comes with the game. I didn't read that far into it.
That was a roll of toilet paper after you,
Fuck
eat,
it.
after you eat the food.
Can't you get a free console? If you can't go pick up a game after winning your free console, then fuck you.
Just go get
But-
Cuphead.
Yeah. Seriously. Yeah, that's the only game you need.
That's it. That's all I got for the news. I didn't
Wow.
see anything else.
All right.
Carmen, my man over here, came down. He's out of town. He's staying at my place right now.
Oh, yeah.
We don't have Super Fight.
I forgot it. I asked these motherfuckers what I needed to bring. They told me, bring your SNES Classic.
I said bring that big old dick.
Oh! Can't go
Can't
an
get through an episode without talking about
We almost
dicks.
made it without talking about dicks, and Jeremy ruins
We
it.
were at the fish, and I was like,
at
I
the
gotta do
90th
it.
hour.
I gotta do it.
So we can't Super Fight. I mean, we could pick a random character in our head and just
Oh,
fight him
yeah.
to the end.
I picked the Hulk.
I
He picks the Hulk. You pick the Hulk. We have a whole
No,
Hulk.
I pick Red Hulk.
I pick Dr. Manhattan.
I pick Doctor Strange.
Oh, God.
Yeah, there we go.
This is dumb. All right, so that's all I got. Y'all got anything else?
That's it.
Let them know how to get out of here.
Play on, and like always, stay.
Hella average.
Peace.